Imagine this. You've just arrived in Italy after a long flight. You roll your suitcase into a charming little hotel, walk up to the front desk, and suddenly realize you don't know what to say in Italian. You want to check in, maybe ask for the room key, even confirm if breakfast is included. But all you have are the words ciao and grazie. Now picture this instead. You walk up confidently and say, Ho una prenotazione. The receptionist smiles and finds your booking right away. By the end of this video, you'll know the essential Italian phrases to survive and thrive in hotels. You'll be able to check in, ask for what you need, and handle common situations with ease, all in natural Italian. Hotels are one of the first places where you'll actually need Italian. While many receptionists speak some English, using even a little Italian can make the interaction smoother and friendlier. It shows respect, effort, and often gets you warmer treatment. Sometimes it even helps clear up misunderstandings about your booking. The good news? You don't need 100 words. With just a handful of key phrases, you'll be able to check in, get your key, ask simple questions, and sound confident. Even if this is your first time speaking Italian, by the end of this video, you'll walk away with practical phrases you can use in any hotel, anywhere in Italy. Here's the first phrase you'll need at a hotel. Ho una prenotazione. I have a reservation. Let's repeat it together. Ho una prenotazione. Imagine this. You arrive at the front desk. You smile at the receptionist and say, Buongiorno, ho una prenotazione. The receptionist asks for your name, and you can reply simply with, Mi chiamo Luca. My name is Luca. Now let's add another useful phrase. Vorrei una stanza per 2 persone. I would like a room for 2 people. Maybe you don't have a booking yet, and you want to ask if there's availability. This is the perfect phrase. And finally, a very practical one. A che ora è la colazione? What time is breakfast? This will come in handy almost every time you check in. With just these 3 phrases. Ho una prenotazione. Vorrei una stanza per 2 persone. And a che ora è la colazione? You're already ready to survive the hotel check-in in Italy. Let's take a closer look at the phrases we've learned so far. The first one, ho una prenotazione. It comes from the verb avere, to have. Ho means I have. So literally, I have a reservation. Simple, clear, and polite. Next, vorrei una stanza per 2 persone. Here, it vorrei comes from the verb volere, to want, but in the conditional tense, which softens it into I would like. Italians use this form all the time to be polite. Una stanza means a room, and per 2 persone, for 2 people. So the full phrase is, I would like a room for 2 people. Finally, a che ora è la colazione? Literally, at what hour is breakfast? This is a very common pattern. A che ora è? What time is nest? You can use this formula for many things. A che ora è il checkout? What time is checkout? A che ora parte il treno? What time does the train leave? So these aren't just hotel phrases. They're flexible building blocks you'll reuse again and again in Italy. Now it's time to make these phrases yours. Let's practice them together, slowly, then in full sentences, and finally in little role-play moments. Start with the first phrase. Repeat with me 3 times. Ho una prenotazione. Ho una prenotazione. Ho una prenotazione. Picture yourself arriving at the front desk. You smile and say, Buongiorno, ho una prenotazione. Excellent! Now let's try the second phrase. Repeat 3 times. Vorrei una stanza per 2 persone. Vorrei una stanza per 2 persone. Vorrei una stanza per 2 persone. Now imagine you arrive without a booking. You walk up and ask, Buonasera, vorrei una stanza per 2 persone. And here's the third phrase. Repeat with me. A che ora è la colazione? Again. Head, a che ora è la colazione? One more time. A che ora è la colazione? Imagine this. The receptionist gives you your key. Before you leave the desk, you politely ask, Scusi, a che ora è la colazione? Perfect. Now, let's combine these phrases into a short hotel dialogue. I'll play the receptionist and the guest, and you repeat the guest lines. Receptionist. Buonasera, signore. You. Ho una prenotazione. Receptionist. Certo, a nome di chi? You. Mi chiamo. Your name. Receptionist. Benissimo, ecco la chiave. You. Grazie. A che ora è la colazione? Receptionist. Alle 8, signore. You. Perfetto, grazie mille. See how natural it feels when you put the phrases together? This is exactly what you'll say at a real Italian hotel. And remember, with a tiny twist, you can adapt them. Try this challenge. I would like a single room. Vorrei una stanza singola. I would like a double room. Vorrei una stanza doppia. What time is checkout? A che ora è il checkout? Bravissimo! With practice, these will roll off your tongue just like English. Now that you've practiced the key hotel phrases, let's expand your vocabulary to cover more common situations. These are words and expressions you'll almost certainly hear or need when staying in a hotel in Italy. Let's start with types of rooms. Una stanza singola. A single room. Una stanza doppia. A double room. Una suite. A suite, now some key hotel words. Then il check-in. Check-in. Il check-out. Check-out. La chiave. The key. L'ascensore. The elevator. La reception. The reception desk. And now, useful questions you might want to ask. C'è il Wi-Fi? Is there Wi-Fi? Qual è la password del Wi-Fi? What's the Wi-Fi password? C'è l'ascensore? Is there an elevator? A che ora è il checkout? What time is checkout? Let's repeat a few together. Vorrei la chiave della stanza, per favore. I would like the room key, please. C'è l'ascensore? Is there an elevator? Qual è la password del Wi-Fi? What's the Wi-Fi password? And here's a super practical one. Può chiamarmi un taxi, per favore? Could you call me a taxi, please? With these phrases, you'll be ready not only to check in, but also to handle almost anything that comes up during your hotel stay. Hotels in Italy have their own little quirks, and knowing them makes your stay smoother, and often more fun. First, don't be surprised if your hotel gives you a real key instead of a plastic key card. Many Italian hotels, especially smaller or family-run ones, still use traditional metal keys attached to a big keychain. It's heavy on purpose, so you leave it at the reception when you go out. Second, breakfast in Italy is very different from what you might expect in other countries. Forget eggs and bacon. Italian breakfast is usually light and sweet. Expect cornetti, Italian croissants, pain with jam, maybe some cereal, and always coffee. That's why asking, a che ora è la colazione? Is so useful. Another detail, hotel staff may address you with lei, the polite, you, even if you try using humans too. Don't worry, it's just part of the culture of respect in formal settings. And finally, remember that many hotels, especially in historic city centers, have smaller elevators, or sometimes no elevator at all. That's when knowing how to ask, c'è l'ascensore? I can save you from carrying your suitcase up 4 flights of stairs. These little cultural touches make the hotel experience in Italy unique. And using a bit of Italian helps you fit right in. Let's wrap up by reviewing the most important hotel survival phrases you learned today. The essentials are: Ho una prenotazione. I have a reservation. Vorrei una stanza per 2 persone. I would like a room for 2 people. A che ora è la colazione? What time is breakfast? And then we expanded with even more useful tools. Vorrei la chiave della stanza, per favore. I would like the room key, please. C'è l'ascensore? Is there an elevator? Qual è la password del Wi-Fi? What's the Wi-Fi password? Può chiamarmi un taxi, per favore? Could you call me a taxi, please? With just these short expressions, you can check in, get what you need, and handle the most common situations in any hotel across Italy. Think about it. In less than 15 minutes, you've gone from only knowing ciao to being able to walk into a hotel lobby and speak with confidence. Now, a question for you. If you arrived in Italy tomorrow, what's the very first hotel phrase you would use? Say it out loud right now. Bravissimo! If this video helped you, don't forget to subscribe and give it a like. That way you'll keep building your Italian, phrase by phrase, step by step, until it feels completely natural. Alla prossima!